But let's take a day to you this day of your time. How are you all? All right. All right, we thank you once again for the opportunity to interact with each and every one of you individually and all of you together collectively for the great gift of sharing that you are giving us, our deepest appreciation. Let us begin this transmission by reminding you that we have called this Saibo. In our ancient language, the word Saibo is the number 13 and also stands for transformation. When our society was first created, our hybrid civilization, and when we were placed on the planet that was prepared for us, that we now refer to as Esasani, we were given many different kinds of tools, and experiences were laid out for us, and opportunities were designed for us so that our civilization would grow in very certain ways. One of the things that was done was the creation of certain games, if you will, that we would play to lead us down certain avenues of experience. And one of those games is what we are now relating to you, appropriately in your city of Las Vegas, as Saibo, which stands for 13 in transformation. The purpose of the game, fundamentally, the way it is played, is designed to expand your synchronicity, so that as you play more and more, you start experiencing more and more synchronicity in the game. And that eventually can begin to leak into your life by training you to get into that state of being that is most representative of experiencing accelerated synchronicity in your lives. The game is played anywhere from, generally speaking, 1 to 6 individuals. You can actually do it by yourself if you wish, as a permission slip exercise to expand your own synchronicity. Or you can have the fun of playing with other individuals. It can be more, but the way the game is structured usually is done with 6 at the most. But that's up to you. Now, because you typically think of us as existing in the future, even though all things exist simultaneously, but from a linear perspective, you tend to look at our reality as if it is a future reality. Yet because the game comes from what you would linearly recognize as our past, you could then paradoxically say that this game is a 10,000-year-old game from the future. So we share this with you this day, and we will describe in general how the game works, and you will also receive an opportunity to receive the specific, detailed rules of the game shortly. It is played with a 12-sided die. You understand this? A die with 12 sides and 12 numbers on it. And there is a grid of those 12 numbers arranged in a very specific way. There are 13 rounds, and you go around and around with each player, 1 round at a time, 13 times. And in each round you are given 3 rolls in an attempt to get 3 numbers in a row. Not necessarily in order, although that's another level. Each number is represented by 1 point, and if you get 3 in the same row in any order, you then earn 3 points. Should you happen to get the 3 numbers in any particular row, whether straight across, up or down in a column, or even diagonally, you still get those 3 points in any order. But if you get the numbers in the actual sequential order that they are arranged in the row, then you get 9 points. And this is the beginning of the synchronicity. There are different levels to this game. There is a beginning level, there is an advanced level, there is a master level, and there is a grandmaster level. The beginning level allows you the opportunity, if you wish to play this way, to have 4 rolls in order to get 3 numbers. The advanced level is just 3 rolls to get the 3 numbers. The idea of the master level is that if you get 3 numbers in a row in order, and you actually repeat that somewhere in the 13 rounds, you have entered the master level. For this is what it's about, is getting to the place where your synchronicity is so strong that you can actually begin to roll the same numbers over and over and over again. And a grand master is actually capable in all 13 rounds of rolling the same 3 numbers in the same order for every round. When your synchronicity is that high, nothing seems beyond you. Now, this was given to us, as we say, at the beginning of our history, about 10,000 of our years ago. And the idea is that in the first 1,000 years, we only generated 1 Grand Master. In the next 1,000 years, we generated 3 Grand Masters. And in the next 1,000 years, we generated 9 Grand Masters. When that reached that number of 13 Grand Masters in the first 3,000 years, as a society, we no longer really needed to play the game, because synchronicity had permeated our society to such a degree that we went on about our business in a variety of other ways. Not to say the game was not continued to be played by some, for it still is now and then, for a variety of reasons. But as this focused us into the state of being necessary to experience accelerated synchronicity, so too can this game, in a state of being of fun, accelerate you as well, which is what it is designed to do. You will be again given more detailed instructions for exactly how the grid is laid out, how you keep score, how you allow yourself to perpetuate and accelerate and expand your synchronous experience in the game. The idea of the being that we have from time to time also assisted in channeling through to you, that we name Saibo, is actually named Saibo for this reason. He is one of the few Grand Masters of the game, and is able, when playing the game, to actually, in every single round, roll exactly the same 3 numbers every time. He is one of the few Grand Masters that still exists in our society, and over the last 7,000 of our years, there have only been 5. But again, not because it's that difficult, simply because after the first 3,000 years, we went on to other things and expressed our synchronicity in a variety of other ways. So we now share this game with you so that you can begin to experience this as well, if you wish. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be your particular cup of tea, as you say. But it is fun. And again, being appropriate for your location of Las Vegas, even though this will not necessarily exactly be in the instructions that you will receive, the game can be played with betting, if you wish. There will be a separate set of instructions for that at another time. But you will receive the basic detailed instructions for how the grid is laid out, how you roll, how you take turns, how you keep score, and everything you need to know to begin your experience of synchronicity with this particular permission slip.